Imagine a place so dark and so haunted that even the local fishermen refuse to sail near its shores. They fear that their nets will pull up not fish, but the bleached bones of the thousands who died there. Located just a stone's throw away from the romantic canals of Venice, Italy, lies Poveglia Island. It has been called the most haunted place on Earth, and the island of no return. For centuries, this tiny patch of land has served as a dumping ground for the dying and the insane, leaving behind a legacy so terrifying that the Italian government has officially banned anyone from stepping foot on it. Today, we are uncovering the bone-chilling history of Poveglia. The nightmare of Poveglia began in the 14th century during the Black Death. As the plague swept through Venice, the city became a graveyard. To save the living, the authorities decided to exile the sick to Poveglia. If you showed even the slightest symptom, a cough or a fever, you were dragged from your home and dumped on the island. Men, women, and children were thrown into massive pits alongside thousands of rotting corpses. Some were even burned alive to stop the spread of infection. It is estimated that over 160,000 people died on this small island. In fact, the soil on Poveglia is said to be composed of 50% human ash. To this day, the ground remains gray and powdery, a literal mixture of dirt and human remains. For centuries, the island remained abandoned, a silent monument to agony. But in 1922, a new chapter of horror began. The existing buildings were converted into an asylum for the mentally ill. The patients immediately began reporting sightings of plague victims. They claimed to hear the screams of the dying and see the decaying ghosts of the burned. But because they were already labeled as insane, the doctors ignored their cries. Instead of helping them, the lead doctor of the hospital used the patients as human guinea pigs. The legends say this doctor was a sadist who performed crude lobotomies and experimental brain surgeries using hand drills, hammers, and chisels. He had no regard for pain or anesthesia. But eventually, the darkness of the island claimed him too. The story goes that the doctor began seeing the ghosts of his victims. Driven mad by the spirits, he climbed the island's iconic bell tower and jumped to his death. A nurse who witnessed the fall claimed that he didn't die from the impact, but that a mysterious mist rose from the ground and strangled him where he lay. Shortly after, the asylum was closed and Poveglia was abandoned once again. In the decades since, the island has sat in total decay. The bell tower still stands, and the hospital ruins are being reclaimed by vines and weeds. In 2014, the Italian government tried to auction the island to a businessman to build a luxury hotel, but the deal fell through, and the locals protested. They believe the land is cursed and should never be used for profit. Even professional ghost hunters who have managed to sneak onto the island have fled in terror. One famous investigator reported hearing a voice commanding him, "Leave and do not return." Today, Poveglia remains a no-go zone. It is illegal to visit, and the Italian Coast Guard patrols the surrounding waters. It is a place where the barrier between the living and the dead seems to have vanished. A place where every inch of soil has a story of suffering, and every gust of wind carries the echo of a scream. Poveglia isn't just an island. It is a mass grave hidden in the beautiful Venetian lagoon, waiting for the world to finally forget its sins. If you found this deep dive into the mystery of Poveglia Island fascinating, please hit the like button and let us know in the comments. Would you ever dare to spend a night on this island? Don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most mysterious places. Thanks for watching.